No GPS, no rules, no shame. Just a funky little quad in a soul train frame. We fly that flow. Spread that gap. No time to nap. No time to nap. Hit that roll. Funk and control. Bounce that wall. We fly it all. We fly it all. Funky and free, we fly indoors, we fly with glee. Whoop it, loop it, groove it, move it, bounce it, flip it, funk it, rip it, fly that soul, don't lose control. Tiny whoop love gonna make you whole. I thread the needle through the vinyl stacks, bounce off the mirror ball, never looking back. My quad's got soul, it's got style, it's got sass. It dips through the incense like a glass from the past. I'm flying figure eights through the lava lamp glow, dodging house plants like a funky pro. My whoops got rhythm, my sticks got heat. I'm the pilot of the party with the grooviest beat. I loop through the hallway, I dive by the broom. I'm the disco ghost in your living room. I hit that split that's over grandma's chair. She just claps and says, boy, you got flair. I'm flying freestyle with a velvet touch. My quad so smooth it don't need a clutch. From the shag rug to the ceiling fan, I'm the funky little fly with a master plan. The curtains dancing on the breeze, freestyle funk in my living room with ease. Tiny whoop magic bumping every wall. I'm the James Brown of flight, can't stop at all.
Hey friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. We're going to be testing out the new WeBleed 340 MAH cells tonight. We're going to weigh them, we're going to fly them, we're going to compare them. We're going to compare. We're going to compare them to the other 300-ish MAH batteries. That means the old WeBleed 300s, the brand new Lava 320s, V2s, and the Newbie Drone Nitro Nectar Gold NX69. I don't know why we're comparing them to the old WeBleeds, but we're going to anyway. Oh, hey, we're also going to compare them to the cheater battery, which is going to be the Lava V2 280. You've seen me rant and rave about the 280s quite a bit. They're pretty... I don't get it. They get a lot of runtime, and they are a full gram lighter, and it just doesn't quite make sense to me. But I love them, and I think they're my current favorites. But a 340 mAh battery is actually super interesting. One of the things that we've run into with 1S whoops is that, like, 300, 320 now, MAH is like it. It goes all the way from that up to the jousting WeBleed battery, the 465, that you can't really fly seriously because you're going to smash into stuff. And the battery is going to poke a hole in whatever you smash into because it's so long. In a second, when I get this screw to thread into this motor, I'm going to grab that battery and show it to you, but right now, it's messing with me, but I will not be defeated. Can you? So I soldered up the RC & Power 1404 pluses, which is 1404 and a half, almost 1405, and I just have a couple of screws left to throw in here, and this Quadmula Siren F3 is going to be good to go to Sloss Drone Derby this Saturday and probably get demolished. I hope not, but I tend, when I go to FPV events, I tend to just kind of break everything that I bring, because what better place to break everything that you bring? Here's the jousting battery. So, like, that's a normal battery, and that's the jousting battery. They're quite a bit longer, and when you put them into your whoop, they stick way out the front. Can you? There we go. It'll stick way out the front like that, and so if you nose into something, it pushes the battery out the back, and it rips your battery lead off. So you just can't crash. Like, or you flip the AIO around backwards so that this is the front, and then you push the battery in like this, and it's got a big long tail out the back, right? If it's going this way, it has a big long tail. And then it's going to be a lot safer. So if you're going to run these 465s, I would definitely recommend you do that. But yeah, like with 300 mAh batteries, like that was it. If you wanted to run like a really powerful motor, or if you had a heavy build that you wanted more runtime out of, it's nothing you could really do. So it's really nice that that WeBleed has done this 340, because getting a little bit more runtime out of it, a little bit more milliamp in it. What I did notice when I was editing the thumbnail is that the 340 mAh is marked 30C on the battery. The WeBleed old 300 mAh is marked 40C. So what that kind of alludes to is that we're swapping a little bit of discharge rate for extra milliamp hours. And that, it's on the surface, that means you get more runtime but less flight performance. But in reality, that's not the full story. Like, these batteries are so small and they have so few mAh in them that just by increasing the amount of mAh, it makes the battery sag a lot less, and so there's a potential that that a lower C rating might not really negatively affect performance. There's a new I just noticed the insane reflection up here. There's a new my parents got me a little early birthday present. This thing up here, I guess you can't really see it. You'll see it when I'm flying around. But apparently, the way that I have it rotated, it's got a huge shadow. So I think I can probably just do this and fix it. I could probably do that, and it'll pretty much go away, right? Let's see. Nope, that makes it worse. That makes it better. Well, I can see the screen. All I gotta do is go like this until it gets work. Okay, that's worse. It's better. It's probably about as good as it's gonna get. Damn. Okay, well, I gotta move that somewhere else, because that's gonna drive me completely and utterly insane. But I'll leave it up there for right now. The joy of reflections off of glass. Let's get started by weighing these batteries. Just real quick, I'm very curious if there is a significant difference between them. Both of the 280s are done, so we're gonna weigh them first. Beta FPV Lava V2 280 mAh battery is 6.8 grams. And then we've got the old school WeBleed 300, which is 8.4. We've got the Lava 320 V2, which is 8.1. We've got the Nitro Nectar Gold NX69, which is 8.5. And then we've got the new WeBleed 340, which is 8.2. So 8.2 grams for the new WeBleed, and I think the most direct comparison is the old WeBleed, which is 8.4. I've weighed enough of these batteries, so like, let me see if I can find two of them that'll do this. So the one that I just weighed is 8.2. This other one that I've got, yeah, it's also 8.2. I've had these, I've weighed sets of 4 of the same battery and had them be up 0.1 and down 0.1. So these all weigh the same. The 280 obviously weighs less, but if you buy a 300, 320, 340, even 350 mAh battery, it's going to weigh exactly the same. The only way to save, to really affect the weight is to drop down to these 280s, which are the smaller cells, right? If you look at like the length of the cell, the 280 is drastically shorter. Here's the new WeBleed, here's the NX69, here's the Lava V2, and here's the old WeBleed. And if I line these all up, you'll see that they're all the same length. There we go. Yeah, that's all lined up. No, that one's off a little bit. But yeah, they're all the same length. I don't have them perfectly lined up, but yeah, they are. So when a battery is this size, right, it's going to weigh roughly 8 and a bit grams. I don't think that you're going to gain any performance. I don't think the performance is going to be any different between any of these batteries because of the weight. Is I guess what I'm trying to get at here. So cool, the 280s are done. Let's keep the batteries getting plugged in here. I'm gonna plug the NX69s in real quick here. So I don't have identical rigs anymore for NX69 and BT 2.0. So the newbie drone batteries might be at a little bit of a disadvantage. I'm going to run those through this Hummingbird V4, which has the 30,000 kV 0702 newbie drone Hummingbird motors, which make tons of power. We're going to take a look at RPMs. When I plug all these batteries in, I'm going to go full throttle while I'm holding it so that we can get a quick, fully charged, full throttle measurement. And I think you're going to see that these newbie drone motors, even though they're 30,000 kV, the kV stated on the newbie drone motors and the RC and power motors are low. VCI as well. The kV number on the motors is really low. The Happy Model motors, which are on the other rig that we're going to fly, which are 40,000 kV, WeBleed rather, they go the other way. Tiny Whoop, WeBleed, Happy Model, their kV numbers are really high, and the motors perform at a lower RPM than that. It's because they all check the kV and measure the kV at a different voltage. Some of them do it at the beginning of battery voltage, some of them do it at storage voltage, some of them do it at dead battery voltage, 3.5. And so it's kind of all over the place. But yeah, the builds that we're going to test these on are both on Cockroach 65 V3 frames, the best indoor freestyle frame in my opinion. Both on HQ 1.2 by 0.9 by 3 tri-blades. And then this guy here is the Crazy G 473 direct soldered. And then this is the Hummingbird V4 motor plug. I'm hoping that the motor plugs calm these motors down a little bit so that they don't make quite as much power because, yeah, I'm pretty sure they are more powerful than the WeBleed 40,000s. The newbie drone rig is 18.4 grams. The Crazy G rig is 17.7. I was hoping they would be a little bit closer in weight. But the main comparison point is between the new WeBleeds, the old WeBleeds, and the Lava 320 and 280. The NX69 battery is just kind of thrown in there because it is a current battery, and it's fine. Look, like these batteries are all great. They're all really, really, really good, and like this is not a situation of like PH 2.0 versus BT 2.0. There's not like a night and day difference between any of these batteries. So if you need more Tiny Whoop batteries and you're doing an order on a website and they have any of these batteries, you're going to be really happy with them. They're going to perform really well. You're going to have a blast. If given the choice, the Lava V2 280s are amazing, and just buy a couple more of them, and then the fact that they do have a little bit less runtime is going to be offset. They're going to be lighter, so the rig's going to fly better the whole time. And then, yeah, I haven't really seen much of a difference between the Lava V2 320s and any of these other batteries. So, yeah, if the batteries are in stock if there are folded cell BT 2.0 batteries in stock, like any of these, or even the old school orange and black lavas, if they're in stock, you're going to be totally fine ordering them. Get yourself a set. Always have 4 or 5 extra more than you think you should have Tiny Whoop batteries, and you'll never have a situation where you're... Look, if you have more batteries than you think you need for your Tiny Whoop, the whole obsession over runtime thing is going to start to dissipate and hopefully go out the window. And you're just going to fly it and set it up so that it performs really well, and then land it real quick, swap the battery, and you're back up in the air, right? It's just so easy to do. In the chat, For the Win was first. Doc Holiday was next. You Can FPV. J Tux. Level Up. Ola, that is. Not HOLA. Doc Holiday, Matthew Wegner, Jay again, Frank Dr. Nicholas, Fizz PV, Whoop Fox, Nyafu, Mr. Clean, Newborn, Chuck P, Double Oze, Skull, Dagul, Spaceman Spiff, Amp Batch. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming. Welcome to hell. Hold on, I'm on top chat. I might have missed you because I was on top chat. Tag me if you want to talk directly to me. CiottiFPV.com if you like what I'm doing, want to see it continue. Change your bookmarks to my affiliate links. Buy something from my Etsy store. There's all kinds of good stuff on there. More stuff being added all the time. Book some one-on-one time with me. Lots of ways that you can support this to kind of keep it on going. Cool. Yuke says, I've been really digging the 340 WeBleeds. Very cool. Nyafu says, just got back from my bike lesson to find absolute cinema. CiottiFPV stream had begun. Truly blessed. Thank you. Denzilla says, hello, fellow degenerates, and CiottiFPV. For the Win says, had a wire break off on my tree topper motor, purchased all the soldering supplies and iron, and yesterday tackled the task of getting it soldered back. Was hard but successful. Love that. Absolutely love that. So that it sounds like that was your first time soldering. That's a really shitty thing to have to solder for your first time. You just did very small work. These are, that's 30 gauge wires that you did. That's daunting, man. Good job. The fact that you're able to get that done is impressive. So awesome. Yuke says, normal batteries look like I go jousting with them sometimes. Yafu says, on paper, yes, but we all know C rating means fuck all. C rating doesn't mean anything in between brands, but within the same brand, C rating does sometimes is sometimes accurate. There seems to be little to no standardization of how C rating is being measured between battery manufacturers. So comparing a WeBleed to a Beta FPV to a Tattoo in reference to C rating is a total waste of time. But if you're looking at two different, in this case, WeBleed batteries, and one of them says 30C, the other one says 40C, in theory, the 40C battery should... I believe it basically should have less internal resistance, which should mean that it sags less. But like I said earlier, it really depends, man. These batteries are so low. The MAH of these batteries is so low that they just sag like crazy anyway. And so there's a chance that having 40 more milliamp hours in the chemistry of the cell could actually cause it to sag less than the 300 mAh battery having the higher C rating. Maybe we'll get to see it today. Probably not. I would probably have to run 40 of each of these batteries and average all the results, and I don't have time for that. So we're going to do 2 of each. We're going to see if we can tell any differences. You know, if the difference is big enough to feel when I'm flying it, then that matters, but it's not. I've flown these before. It's not that big of a difference, but yeah, there you go. CiottiFPV says, I thought that long dick battery was a 700 mAh. Either way, it pitches a tent on your tiny whoop and looks like it took Viagra. Now, they are 465. Yeah, 465 1S. 80C. Look at the C rating on that. Jesus Christ, 80C. This battery is great. Like, if you ever want to put a battery onto your tiny whoop that doesn't sag to see what it'll actually do full throttle, RPM wise, this is the one. Get yourself one. They're nice. It's nice to have one of these floating around. WeBleed sent me a pack of 4, and I gave the other 3 away to people that might actually use them, because I'll never use more than just that one. So yeah. All right, cool. So that's the deal. That's what we're doing. I guess I didn't talk about the rest of the build. This is a Brain camera mount, and then this is a BI V1 camera. And then on this guy, we've got the super lightweight little janky antenna on this crazy G473 build. We've got a proper ORT Micro V in purple. And then we've got a Runcam Nano 3 with the old school Mobula 6 upside down ball sack canopy. So yeah, similar builds. I'm actually going to be, I'm interested to see what these two do at full throttle when I'm holding them under the desk. I think I'm done doing the full throttle across the living room tests, because like, I don't think that I can get it clean enough every single time for it to be a fair fight. I feel like if I get a little bit farther of a line across the living room, then it's going to help it produce a higher RPM. I just feel like there's too much variability in that method of testing, whereas I can hold these things in my hand under the desk and go full throttle, and that's not a perfect picture of what RPM the motors will actually turn in flight, because in flight, as soon as you go full throttle, this thing starts rocketing forward, and then there's air being sort of rammed into the propellers at that point, right? The mass of this is creating almost like an inflow, and that allows the motors to spin up higher. So like a really high kV motor will do better in the real world when it's hurtling across the room, because of that incoming air. And that's how we fly, right? Like when we fly, we don't tie these things to a kite string and fly them like this at full throttle. We let them go, but you need a big ass space, and I don't think the living room is quite big enough for that. So yeah, we'll just start testing them by holding them in our hands and going full throttle, like I have a bunch in the past. So that's the deal. I have a good one coming. It's as big as my goddamn head. Which one of you lunatics sent me this? This is a Zing E. I can't even, they use such a weird font. Does that say 52? That says 52. This is a Zing E 5215. 52 millimeters wide, 15 tall. I think this is 300 kV. 300 kV. One of you maniacs, we rolled across this the other night on GetFPV, maybe Pyrodrone, and one of you lunatics was like, "Oh, I'm sending that shit to you," and it showed up today. This is ridiculous, dude. Look at these. Look at the wire. This is for some agricultural shit, bro. Here, let's. I think it weighs more than 250 grams. Let's just try to weigh the wires. Here, let me put just the wires down. This won't be a perfect measurement, but Hold on. It was for Matthew Wegner. Thank you, dude. This is hysterical. All right, this isn't a perfect measurement, but it's a little bit of a measurement of the wires. That's not right. It says 60 grams. I think that's wrong. I think I'm pushing down on this a little bit too much to get a proper wire measurement. But the motor itself, with the wires hanging off the side, is... Oh, this is how I can get a wire measurement. So the motor itself is roughly 305 grams. And then if I take the wires and I, like, coil them up on top... So we go from 305 to... Come on, you bastard. 305... Oh, stay on there. There we go. 300... Wow. It goes from 305 to 343. There's 40 grams of wire here. What gauge is this wire? This wire is 14 AWG. Matthew, thank you. This is absolutely hysterical. This will be used along with this to show people how this is what I will use to show people how motors with a screw on the bottom function. Whereas this is what I'll use to show people how a motor with a C-clip comes apart. Come to think of it, is this a... Let me guess. This is an M2.5, isn't it? Oh my god, it's not. Oh, that's weird. I was sure that the screw on the bottom would be 2.5 millimeter. It's not. It's just 2 millimeter. That's outrageous. I'm just gonna loosen this. Well, I might as well take it off. Let's separate the bell from the stator. Oh, for Christ's sakes, they got it all Loctited in there. Hey, if you go to remove a screw from the bottom of a motor, like I just did, and you're because you can't quite get it, stop. You can very easily break these off in the bottom of the motor. They put a bunch of Loctite on it, and so you got to get a little bit of heat into it. So what you do is you take the tip, you clean the shit out of the tip of your soldering iron, and then you put it... Oh, for fuck's sake. And then you hold it on the bottom of the of this screw. Jesus! There we go. So that's the other problem. When you go cranking on these, the driver will get stuck on them. You take the tip of your soldering iron and you just hold it in the little Allen head part of the screw, and it'll start dumping heat into the screw, and that'll soften up the Loctite that they put in here. I just wiped most of it off, but they put a ton of Loctite on this screw in the bottom there. So there's a top tip for you. Anybody wearing headphones, my condolences for your death just now. So there... Oh my god, they've got a C-clip on the below that. No way. Holy cow, you got to pull a C-clip and the screw. That is serious business. So I'm going to pull the C-clip and leave the C-clip off because I'm never going to actually use this motor. Since, you know, I don't build agricultural or human lifting drones. I mean, you never know with where things are going. Boy, this C-clip is tough to get out of here. I don't have the right tool. There is a specific C-clip removing set of pliers that would make this very easy, but I'm just trying to bodge it with these. Jesus. Okay, maybe I'm not going to pull this apart. I'm still blown away that they're doing a C-clip and a screw. That's serious business. I guess it makes sense. Like, a motor of this size, you do not want falling out of the air. So, any bit of extra... safety that they can add to these things is a good thing. And that screw, you know, if the motor starts getting real hot, even if that screw does have a bunch of Loctite on it, it's going to soften up and that screw could come out And yeah, a bell separating from a motor this big would be ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I can't get this off. It's the oh, I might have it. Nope. Damn. It is extremely strong. This E-clip is unbelievably strong. And I have to separate it quite a lot to get it off the equally gigantic motor shaft. I really want to show you guys the size of this motor shaft, though. All right, well, I got it off. And thank God I was not planning on putting it back on because it's gone. There was oh my god, I found it. It hit me right in the dingleberry. I'm gonna put it up here and then I'm gonna forget all about it. Oh god, something just fell out. Okay, so the washer that was in there under it just fell out. Look how I guess I should have shown you this. I guess I did show you the C-clip. You can't run just the screw. The C-clip is what rubs against the bearing. If you run just the screw, the bell's gonna oh my god, I might not be able to separate this. Oh my god, dude, I'm not going to be able to pull this bell off. I didn't think about this. I can't. I'm not strong enough to pull this bell off. I'm going to bring this to Sloss, and the game is going to be, can you pull this bell off of this motor? If I bolted this to something, I could do it. But you're trying to grip on the stator, there's no way. I can't even get it halfway off. Here's how much I can get it to go. You won't even be able to see it. Holy cow, dude. Like, it's definitely moving. Like, I'm absolutely able to move it. Hold on, ready? Watch the amount of... See? So I'm able to... I'm definitely... Wow! Son of a bitch! Yo! That's insanity! Holy shit. Yeah, so it doesn't go down at all. Sometimes motors will have a little bit of downward movement. This one doesn't. But yeah, that ain't coming off. The slots in the motor up here are almost big enough for me to poke my fingers through. But not quite. Wow. Yeah, I would literally have to bolt this down to something in order to be able to pull this bell off. That's absolutely outrageous. Wow. Okay. I guess I'm not using this to... Whoa. Oh my god. I wish you guys could feel the amount of... The resistance builds up, like, right away. Like, I'm able to pull it maybe, like, that much, and then it just... Like, it goes from, like, I'm pulling a little bit to, like, I'm pulling as hard as I can. And it's just... It absolutely won't budge. Can I, like... Wow. Okay. That thing ate this driver. This driver is now very magnetized. I'm trying to think, like, is there anything that I can wedge in on the stator to get a better grip on it? But I don't... Well, this screwdriver already got magnetized as shit. Let's see. Oh, not even close. I definitely pulled it more that time, but, like, instead of pulling it that far, I probably pulled it about that far, and I had a way better grip on this. That is crazy. Wow. I never thought about that. I never thought that there would be a point of size and strength of these motors that getting the bell off would be... I'll be honest. I don't know if I'll be able to pull this bell off with this motor bolted down to something. That's how little I'm able to move this. That's insanity. Holy shit, dude. 5215, 5215. You could swing this around from these wires and beat someone to death with this. Holy hell, dude. Watch this, too. Here's a 7-inch prop that usually looks big. And Oh, I assumed that it was the same inner diameter. It is not. This must be like M4. If the other motors are M3, this must be M4. I need to get a propeller for this. I'm gonna have to look at that. I didn't realize that at some point they up the look at the box that it comes in. What the fuck, iFlight? 5215 300 kV FPV motor. What the fuck FPV build has this on it? Oh yeah, look at the screws that it comes with. The screws that it comes with are not M3 either. These are, I guess, M4. I guess this is all M4. Holy shit. That is mad. This is madness. Absolute madness. Maybe having these screws in here will help me get a grip on it. Surely it won't. But, you know, don't call me Shirley and all. Yeah, look at the size of this. That is a noticeably bigger prop nut than normal. Good Lord. What a thing, man. 5212. I bet you if this had a great big propeller on it, you could get enough of your back muscles into it to separate it. What an incredible display. I put the screw back on. I don't know why I'm yanking on this. But what an incredible display of magnetism. Wild. Huh. Color me impressed. I gotta find a cool spot for this. Maybe I'll bolt this to the desk. Maybe I'll drill holes in the desk and we'll bolt it down to the desk. 6mm shaft, Matthew Wagner says. Cool. So I gotta find a prop with a 6mm shaft. Wow. It's very cool, dude. Thank you. This is hysterical. How much did this cost? It wasn't that expensive, was it? Wasn't it like $35 or something? I remember when I looked at it, I was blown away that it wasn't more expensive. But it's not cheap, but good Lord. That is something else. And there's not much movement of the motor with the screw head in there. So I think you could just run it with the screw down here. Crazy. Look at the custom cut foam. The custom cut foam even looks absurd. That's ridiculous. What a thing, man. Whoop Fox says, bolt it to your desk and make it into a desk fan. $81. Oh my god. Okay. Well, although, I don't know. I feel like that's still, for something that's this big, yeah. Just enough that I didn't grab one for my desk here. Feels like I'd somehow always end up back in your hand if it was around. For less money than this motor, there's a build kit that is very oh wait, no, that's right. We realized that this is not a full build kit. Never mind. It's without the electronics, yeah. But still, ridiculous. $70 for frame, motors, and 7-inch frame, motors, and propellers. And then it looks like when you add in the electronics, it's $121. I mean, still a crazy deal on AliExpress. The motors are probably junk, and the electronics are probably junk. Or not. Maybe they're totally fine. What happens here? Oh, okay, you add ELRS in. Another $9 for ELRS. Jesus. And then another $36 for a camera and VTX. $166.90 for a 7-inch build. That's ridiculous. You can get 2 of these motors or an entire 7-inch build that will surely fall out of the sky in a fireball. So what's more fun for you? 2 of these or a fireball 7-inch? 7-inch fireball hurling, falling from the heavens. Oh, Christ. All right. So, let me get caught up on chat, and then we're going to dive in, because we got to it's going to take a while to fly these. I got a good amount of batteries charged here, and I want to give them all their day in the sun. I am going to throw another one of these 340s. We are going to test 3 or 4 of the 340 mAh batteries, because we've flown all these other batteries quite a bit. I don't want to give these 340s a fighting chance here. So I'm just going to make a little bag here. Zing! I can't believe I get to write this down. 52, 15, 300 kV. Because I'm going to put the nuts in here. Make little baggies for the O-rings and the C-clips and the washers from your motors. When you break a motor, take it apart. Take the washers out of it, take the C-clip off of it, and put them in little baggies, and then someday you'll thank yourself. Oh my God. This is the motor that'll eat all the screws. If any screws are... This motor is how I'm going to find shit in the carpet from now on. I'm just going to drag this around the carpet by the wires, and it's going to pull 3 years of metal lost things up into it. I don't get the little pop-up anymore. Did you guys see the pop-up? I didn't see the pop-up. Whoever just did something, thank you for doing the thing that you just did. That was probably a subscription. Whoever just subscribed to the channel, thank you. So there you go, man. Zing E5215. Absolutely absurd. I'm tempted to keep the box, but I'm trying my best to not be as much of a box hoarder. I do always keep the foam and stuff, though, to reuse whenever I ship stuff out. So I can be a foam... I can continue to be a foam hoarder. My God! Alright, I gotta find a spot for this. This is just too insane. Also, these wires... Look how much wire there is. There's, like... That's, like, 2 feet of motor wire. 40 grams of motor wire. There's more motor wire on this than an entire 2207 motor. An entire 2207 motor with wire weighs less than just the motor wire on this thing. That's so silly. Oh my God. All right. Wait till you see how I'm tying the motor wires up. I doubled the motor wires over, and now I'm tying them in a big knot, like a fucking extension cord. Good Lord, dude, look at that. Yo. That is, that's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Yeah, there we go. Wowee. Absurd. Absolutely outrageous. Damn. Okay. All right, hold on. For right now, it's going to go right here. It's going to go right there. Next to the little 2-inch builds. There we go. Cool. Yeah, Stream Elements isn't doing the thing. But whoever just did another thing, thank you for doing the thing that you did. Nathan Wells says, would blowing a fan at the incoming ducts of the tiny whoop while RPM testing help while holding stationary? It would, but to simulate the real world, that fan would have to ramp up with the motor. And the question would become, how hard do you blow that fan on the quad? Well, and I think the question is easy to answer. I think you take it out and you drive a car at 30 miles an hour and you go full throttle and you see if... Actually, I think the easier solution is to put a GPS on there. You put a GPS on it, and then you go out and you go full throttle and you see what the maximum speed that it will achieve is, and then that's what the incoming airspeed next needs to be. The only problem with that is if you get that incoming airspeed here at the face of the fan, it drastically changes with distance. So what you literally have to do is build a wind tunnel. And you have to actually build a wind tunnel with a fan and a thing that measures wind speed. And you measure the wind speed exactly where the whoop is going to be. And then you figure out how fast that whoop will go in the real world. And then you blow air that is exactly at that speed. And then that is the only way to actually test it. And that's, a lot of work for a data point that's good and all, but you can just fly these things like that. That's what's kind of wild about us humans is that we can just fly these things. When the newest, hottest motor comes out, we can put it up in the air and figure out if it's making more power in the real world scenario of us actually flying it. You can feel it. You can, it changes the way that you fly. It changes your timing. It's kind of a thing. So yeah. CiottiFPV says also when you dump heat into metal, it expands, could help tight connections. Indeed. Yeah. If working on cars if working on 80s and 90s cars has taught me anything, it's that heat is your friend. Torches and heat are your absolute best friend in trying to get stuck everything off. Anything that won't turn, get it hot, and if it still won't turn, stop asking and start telling. FPV says you can do it. We pull one wheel motors to swap hubs. Oh my god, I can't imagine. The problem again is that there's nothing to grip onto on the bottom. Denzel the Terrible says shoelace through the mounting holes and pull. That would probably work, although the mounting holes aren't big enough for a shoelace. I might be able to squeeze some D-cord 550 through it. 550 paracord has a bunch of inner cores, and if you take that out, it gets a lot skinnier and it's still really strong. Yeah. Denzilla says, maybe you're just too gangly. Could be. I'm going to bring it to Sloss, though. We'll see if anybody else can get it. Nathan Wells says, my uncle is getting into spray drones. That's probably what that's for. Has a DJI T100 that uses 8 motors. 155/60. 155 millimeters wide, 60 millimeters tall. 60 kV. It's massive. 225-pound payload. Holy shit. It's interesting. 155/60. 155 wide, 60 tall. That's 3-to-1 ratio. That's roughly 3-to-1 ratio. Kind of interesting to see that 3-to-1 ratio show up all the way up at a 155 millimeter wide motor, isn't it? Almost like we're on to something. Okay, Striker says, literally FPV creative mode. You've already done all the optimal builds, so now you're dropping FPV Socrates level quotes, big fucking motor, or 7-inch fireball. Smart Station with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. He says, appreciate you, Ciotti. I appreciate you appreciating me. Breezy does it with a $10 super chat. You saved me a bunch of time and money, so thank you. On the light switch frame by 533 DJI 04, how do you go about mounting on the 20x20? Is there a specific AIO HD that's 20x20 and could work 40 amps plus? HD AIO that's 2020. There are a couple 20x20 AIOs, but boy, are they rare. I would do a stack. Is there any reason that you can't do a 20x20 stack in there? That's going to be the way to go. because then if your ESC blows up, you just replace the ESC. If the flight controller blows up, you just replace the flight controller. Like, if you don't absolutely have to do an AIO, in my opinion, don't do an AIO. But if for some reason you have to do a single board flight controller ESC, you will be able to find. Yeah, so look, Pyrodrone's got 2 of them. Neither one of these are going to work, though. I mean, this one's going to certainly come closer to working than this one, but no, you'll be all right. What size are those motors? Light switch frame. Light switch frame is a 5-inch. I had a feeling. Okay. So that's a 5-inch rig. You're going to be pushing this to its absolute limit. On one hand, it's $123. So it should be able to handle it. But boy, it is such a crapshoot. Hack RC doesn't have the worst reputation. They also don't have the best reputation. But yeah, you don't have many options. So if you absolutely have to have that single board, I think this is about as good as you're going to do. You might be able to find another option on one of the other websites. Pyrodrone at the moment seems to have the most stuff in stock. This claims to be 40 amps continuous, peak 45 amps. So that should be fine. But like, again, it's a bit of a crapshoot. It looks like it's got... No, there's nothing. I thought it had FR Sky on board. I was about to say don't buy it. No, it says that it can take all these different receivers. Yeah. There's going to be a couple of these 20x20 AIOs. But if you can do a 20x20 stack, I would absolutely recommend that. And then you're going to have tons of options. There are loads of 20x20 flight controllers and 20x20 ESCs that are going to outperform that by quite a bit. Look for T-Motor, look for Acon. Those are 2 of the best. Yeah, try to do a 20x20 stack. That's the way to go. Striker says we are genuinely like caveman, bro. Oh look, big metal thing make big shiny spinny thing is so large. It's true. Denzel says, what motors would you put on a 6S Tiny Whoop? 702s. Maybe 602s. Maybe the increase in voltage would allow us to run 602s. Yeah, maybe 802s to offset the fact that the 6S battery is no matter what going to be a lot heavier because it's going to have balanced leads hanging off of it that weigh as much as a regular Tiny Whoop motor. Smirk Station says, $10, you saved me a bunch of time money, so thank you. Interesting. Smirk Station seems to have copied and pasted Breezy Does It. Oh, I think that's when I said I couldn't see. I couldn't see it here in the OBS display, but it does still show up in the chat. Thank you, Smirk. HD, okay. 3-to-1 ratio, no way. 50-inch freestyle next. Yeah, right. Breezy says, yeah, I'm fine with lighter stack 2. If you have any recommendations, 2207 motors, FYI, thank you. Yeah, okay. So it sounds like a stack will work. Yeah, so you want a 20x20 stack. One of the kind of slick things you can do is take a look at like what... So 533, which is Evan Taylor's company, they do a good amount of testing. And so their website has become a really nice spot to see what they're selling because the stuff that they're selling is putting up with a good amount of punishment. So yeah, here on their website, they've got loads of 20x20 options. So here's a Foxier Reaper F4 ESC, couple of Newbie Drone Hummingbird stacks, kind of interesting. I don't really know anything about them. Maybe somebody's got some reviews. Hopefully it's somebody that's beat on them for a while. Here's another 20x20 ESC, the Foxier Mini Reaper. So it looks like these, and I've heard good things about the Foxier ESCs. Speedy Bee also has a 20x20 setup. It doesn't look like they're selling it here, though. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of options for 20x20 stuff. I'm a massive fan of T-Motor's expensive stuff because it's made by Acon, and then Acon stuff. But Acon stuff can be hard to find. Here's one of them. Here's the AK-32 Pro. This will absolutely work. This would be I would trust this the most, just from my history with Acon. And then the flight controller that you get doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, if a flight controller works, great. Flight controllers outlast the ESCs by so much that it's like, you know, whatever. If you end up getting one of those Foxeer Reapers, snag this Foxeer F722 V4 Mini, because the plug headers will match up. You won't have to rewire plugs. If you get that Acon, you're not going to find an Acon flight controller, but what you can do is get this T-Motor Mini F7 flight controller. I've run these quite a bit, and they're great, and it probably has the right pinout because Acon makes T-Motor's stuff. T-Motor's expensive stuff, and so, yeah, you could pair this flight controller with that Acon ESC, and it would probably... You're going to definitely check the plug header to make sure that it's plug to plug, but I bet you it is. I bet you the wires are correct, and you just plug it in and go. So, yeah, there you go. There's a bunch of different options for you. Hopefully that helps. Striker says, we got good 20 stacks nowadays. Personal favorite is Newbie Drone 200RS. Kind of shit that it doesn't have UFLs for the ELRS, but it's ELRS. You could run it without an antenna to the moon and back. Wow, it's got an onboard antenna. I would not trust that, but that's just me. Yeah, I would absolutely not trust that. On any build that you're going to have the electronics inside of the carbon fiber, having an antenna inside of that carbon fiber is a bad idea. You got to get the antenna outside of the carbon fiber. One of the things that carbon fiber does really well is be dense, and dense stuff does not let RF pass through it. So yeah, that would sketch me out a little bit too much, but you know, I'm an old guy. You young kids like Striker, you know, just be sending it, bro. Just sending it. I think I just felt my online street cred increase. I felt it in my. I had a moment of like, oh, I'm cooler now. All I had to do was say the thing that everybody else says. It's crazy. I can't believe that actually works. Who'd have thought? Let's start flying, you shitbirds. Let's go Newbie Drone first, so that we can then just fly this a bunch. So this is the Hummingbird V4, and we're going to run it on the NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold batteries. The first thing I'm going to do is throw up. The first thing I'm going to do on all these batteries is hold the Tiny Whoop in my hand under the desk and go full throttle, and we will take a look. When did you get street cred? Just now, when I said the thing. And go full throttle to see what RPM it'll turn. So let's do that first. I'm just going to do... I think I'm going to do both batteries back to back. All right, so let's see. Holding it in my hand, arm, full throttle. And all we need to do is that little blast like that. So 58,442. 58,442. And then we're going to get the... Stop it. We're going to get the other battery here. And we're going to do that one real quick. And then we're going to fly him, but... Look at this fella. All right, same test. $64.29. $60.29. 429. Again, since this rig is where we're flying these two batteries, and then the rest of the batteries are getting flown in the other rig, those numbers don't really matter, but it'll actually be interesting to compare those numbers to the WeBleed 40,000 KVO 702s to, if nothing else, show you guys how off some of these the KV readings are on these things. Hummingbird V4. Oh my god. Take this guy upstairs. I hear the dog walking up there. Where the hell is he? Where'd he go? I heard him. I heard him jump off the couch. There he is. There's our buddy. Nope, wrong way. I need to get my right-handed orbits figured out. It's embarrassing that I'm... Oh my god! Oh, that was bad. That was about as hard as I could get hit by that fan. Hummingbird V4 don't care. Yeah, my right-handed orbits are embarrassing. Try again in a little bit. I want to do a little bit of battery upstairs, a little bit of battery downstairs on each one of these. Oh, didn't have any forward momentum. I had no forward momentum for that. Are you kidding me? It found its way exactly between the goddamn single pillow. Ooh! Really? Come on now. Get it together. Put that pillow over there and it won't happen again. All right. Here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. This tune is a little upset. Yeah, it's... Hold on. There's a little too much... There's a little too much... Wow! And it's not turned up very much at all. Okay. Well, I don't necessarily want to... Those PIDs are already so low that I don't really want to turn them down any farther. What I would almost kind of rather do is motor limit, and then I can turn the PIDs up higher. But it kind of all accomplishes the same thing. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it alone. Oh! Oh my god. I'm having a hard time. There we go. Oh my god. Whoa, hey. Oh, that was fucking cool. No. Can you not fucking do this? Oh my god. The ways that I somehow managed to wedge this in places are absolutely astounding. Like, how? How? Oh, the battery's dead. So, there's a NX69 battery for you. 2 minutes, 57 seconds. We saw between 58 and 60,000 RPM. Almost 3 minutes of runtime there. I didn't see what the ending voltage was, but hopefully you did. And now we're going to do the other one that we did that full throttle blast already. I probably shouldn't have done that. I got all carried away wanting to do those full throttle rips. So this battery is not like fully charged, you know? Where's my OSD? Oh, I guess it's white against white. No, it's just blinking all over the place. This is one of the main problems with the newbie drone stuff, is that the OSD just kind of blinks in and out at random sometimes. Oh my god, I couldn't get myself straightened out. That was a little weird. Oh, I just watched the side of that the side of that gate coming for me. Oh, what is happening? I'm all thrown off. Something ain't right. Oh boy, getting bounced around. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, I got lucky on that one. Let's try the bar cart power loop. Oh, well, it does those well. Oh my god. Oh boy. Settle down. Settle. Settle. Settle! Oh god, no! There goes the OSD again. Didn't know that was coming, did you? Uh-oh. Even I didn't know that one was coming. I didn't even try to correct it there. I just... Oh my god! Oh, there it is! That's what I was trying for. Hey, don't do it. Whoo! That stall in there. Oh god, no. I'd sort of committed to the angle, and then there wasn't enough room. Where's my OSD? Come on back, OSD. I'm not sure what the battery voltage is at, but there you go. There's 1 minute and 56 seconds. Reminder, I spun this battery all the way up at the beginning, so yeah, it should have run for a little bit longer. The battery's bouncing back to 3.7. So there you go. There's the newbie drone Hummingbird motors. That's not really the biggest part of this test, but shout out to newbie drone for sending over the NX69 and making something cool. The NX69 being backwards compatible in the one direction with PH 2.0 is really, really cool. Being able to charge those on an old school PH 2.0 charger is awesome. And so, yeah, there you go. Hummingbird V4. But now we move on to the same test rig for everything, which is newbie drone Cockroach V3, 65 millimeter motor-to-motor frame. WeBleed 0702 40,000 kV motors, HQ 1.2 by 0.9 by 3 props. Old school Mobula 6 canopy, Runcam Nano 3. One of my custom length ORT micro V antennas in the new purple color that I don't have many of, and a Crazy G 473 AIO. These motors are direct soldered. And the very cool little Tiny Whoop 180 degree light battery light. 2 little LEDs on the bottom of here. So let's test the old school WeBleed batteries first. Cool. The ones that claim to be 40. No, let's do Beta FPV 280s first. Let's go Lava 2 280s, and then we'll do Lava V2 320s, and then we'll do the old WeBleeds, and then we'll do the new WeBleeds. How about that? Guess that makes the most sense. That makes you wait until the last moment to, I don't know, pretend like I said something clever here. See that? Look at those little LEDs. They make finding the little things 1,000 times easier. All right, full throttle test first. And we've got 61,650. So it actually did more RPM than 61, 650. Then the newbie drone hummingbird motors. That's pretty impressive. And even on a little 280 mAh battery. Whoa. Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to adjust to this. It's a lot lighter, and it's making more power. Oh my god, I hit the wall! Really? The wall? Where the hell am I? What am I looking at? Oh my god. I actually have no idea where I just was. So I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna do it again. That's great. This thing's acting a little bit funny. Oh my god, the throw. Oh, shit, the float is absurd. Wow, that's something else. Hey, I have really figured out how to round that stair dive out. Oh my god! That would have been sick. Oh my god, what was that? Come on now. Oh no! I'm the worst. I'm the absolute worst. That was the most embarrassing crash of all time. Oh my god. Wow, that was ugly. Oh, don't make me wait to arm. What is that weird little arming wait thing that pops up every once in a while for no reason? Yeah, this, okay, there's something going on with this quad. Hold on. Do I have the PIDs turned up to the moon or something? Oops, nope. I got them turned up pretty good. Let's do that. It's got plenty of power, so it doesn't really need the PIDs to be cranked way up. Well, there we go. 1:50 from the little 280. I was flying that pretty hard, though. I mean, that upstairs, that 60 seconds that I spent upstairs was pretty abusive, if we're honest. And these are making 61,500 kV. That's pretty impressive. Okay, 280 is good to go. Let me do this actually. I kind of want to take a black box log of this thing, but I turn the PIDs down. We'll be fine. I'm gonna do another 280, and we're gonna see if we get a little bit more runtime. It was acting like just a little overactive. I have been crashing this thing a lot. These props might be, and/or motors might be starting to get banged up. This is not the indestructible Whoop. This is on regular 1mm motor shafts. RPM test. Oh, hold on. Got to let the accelerometer calibrate. There we go. Holy hell, 63! 63,371. These little 280s, man. They are bananas. Yeah, this is much better with the P and D gains turned down a little bit. Give Maggie some peace. Oh. Alright, so we did a little bit of upstairs with it. Oh my goodness! Didn't get it rotated quite enough. Oh my god, I wish I'd done that on purpose. That would have been real cool. Okay! That was just the most awkward thing ever. I was trying to slide it sideways. Oh! Here it is. There it is. It just blows out. It just becomes pure white. It's very bright. I wish it's got a brightness adjustment on it, but I have it turned all the way down. I wish it would go even more dim. But it's LED based, right? You can't turn those down that much. I mean, you can't turn them down at all. You just strobe them really fast to decrease their brightness. Crazy G 473. Hello, Teddy. Oh my god, unbelievable. I was gonna say, if it gets stuck up there. Almost. There we go. So there's a 280. See what it bounces back to. 3.65, 3.66, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So, like, yeah, absolutely, these 280s, you get less runtime. But, man, do they deliver power and save a full gram. Like, these things feel way better when they lose an entire gram. So yeah, get you some 280s for flying inside. You probably wouldn't want to fly them outside. They're not going to have enough runtime, and the extra weight actually helps a 65 millimeter whoop outside not get mangled by the wind. But for indoor flying, ooh, buddy, get you some 280s. You'll really dig them. Also, like, if you want to know what your whoop would fly like at a gram less weight, that's the cheapest and easiest way to do it before you go trying all different other stuff to get the all-up weight down by a full gram, because that is difficult. That is a lot of weight. All right, so up next, we've got the 320 MAH lavas. Just to show you how nonsensical C ratings are, these lavas claim to be 95 C. And these new WeBleeds claim to be 30 C. C rating means nothing. If those C ratings were correct, these lava batteries would be flyable and those WeBleeds would not. A battery with triple the C rating would, you know what I'm saying? Would be like putting nitroglycerin in your cereal and then lighting it on fire on Tuesdays. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Full throttle oh no. Does it think it's a 2S? I think it thinks it's a 2S. Yeah, I thought it was a 2S. There we go. All right. Let the accelerometer calibrate. I think we're good. Full throttle test. 64. 64,083, I think that says. Wow. A lot of KV. These WeBleed 40,000s make really good power. Oh my god. It was a miracle that I made it through that gate. Oh yeah, the mirror flip in the house. Oh my god. I killed the throttle at just the last second and it didn't hit the couch. Man, this rig is making all kinds of power and it's pretty light. This thing's hard to fly. This makes a lot of power. And it's like low 17 gram Dry weight? That's really light. He's laying down on the job. Look at him. No interest. Oh my god, it hit the ceiling and still went through the gate. That was cool. This thing makes some noise, man. This rig makes enough power that I can really hear it. I think I just hit a dog toy on the ground there. Man. Oh god. Uh-oh. We're falling down the stairs. Oh no. We're totally falling down the stairs. We're good. Hey. No! Oh my god. Hey. Oh my god. What have I done? I hit it onto the floor. I've knocked a box onto the floor. So these feel heavier, but we're getting a bunch more runtime. Okay. Woo. Not that much more runtime. Oh! Ran out of talent. Hey, skinny legs. Oh, that box got me. Oh, God. 2 minutes and 30. So we did get more runtime, but we were a gram heavier the entire time. Like, the battery's starting to bounce back a little bit more. So 2 minutes and 30. And I think I didn't run this battery quite down quite as far. Almost, though, 3.67. Let's do another one of these 320 mAh batteries. Maybe I hurt this one a little bit. I don't think so. I've only discharged these batteries. I'll be honest. I've been really impressed by the performance of the 280. It's not that I'm not impressed by the performance of the 320s, but like the 280s are crazy. The 320s are just like a little bit better than other 300 mAh batteries. But yeah, like the 280s are wild. Right, hold on, I got a little bit of a hairball situation in motor 4 right now. So I'm putting the grappler on. That's what it looks like when you put the grappler on. And then there's the center pin. And it pulls the propeller right off. Beautiful. The grappler is a prop puller from WeBleed that looks like this. And I really, really like it. It is my favorite at the moment for pulling tri-blade propellers. For pulling bi-blade propellers, you can just use a Propodial, which you can 3D print from Thingiverse or order anything from me or win one of my giveaways. And I send Propodials out with every single shipment that goes out. Okay, here we go. Full throttle test. Man, it just pushes up into my hand. 63, 312. 63, 312. Not bad. Let's see what kind of runtime we get. Go upstairs for a minute. Literal minute. Nope. Didn't land that where I wanted to. No! Oh, what a catch. Ah, I thought I could just keep that. Oh. I thought I could just keep that turn going and make it look all slick, but flew too close to the sun on that one. Teddy, can't you just figure this out? Just pick these things up? Get over here. Usually he seems to know where the camera is. Wayne Hunter with a $5 super chat. He says, if I arm a whoop and a motor makes squelling noise, what to check? When did it start doing that? Whoa, Teddy! Holy shit. He's had enough. He's absolutely had it. He's done. He's over it. He's snarling. Oh my god. Come on, dude. Are you... Oh, it touched my foot. Ah, it touched my foot. Get it off of me. Whoa, my god, those teeth! I am flying like a bag of smashed anuses right now! And now it's stuck in between the door and the gate. Great! Yeah, I know when you armed, but like when? Like, did you buy a brand new bind and fly and it started doing that out of the box? If so, send it back. Did you slam it into a wall at full throttle and it started? Like, when did it start? That is going to be the source of your problems. If it started when you hammered it into a brick wall at full speed, then you broke something physically, and you need to fix that. Don't try to fix it with the PID tune. What's this dog doing? Woo! Woo! Shit! No! I'm gonna have to walk over there again. This is unreal. Jesus fucking Christ on a cracker. Okay. Is there a button I can hit in beta flight that'll make me not fly like a complete idiot right now? Teddy, you best get up out of the way or I'm going to spank that little dog butt. He's getting his hair cut off on Monday. I'm sad for him. He looks great right now, but he's starting to get matted. Oh my god! Oh, doggy! He's freaking out tonight. He's freaking out tonight. Why is he so nuts? Why is he so nuts tonight? Oh my god. I'm hovering a bunch in this battery and it's still not getting great runtime. I don't know what the deal is with these 320s. They're not getting much runtime over the 280s. And they're a full gram heavier. Let's see what it bounces back to. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. We had some big full throttles, but yeah, not that. Wayne says not crashed. I don't know what that means, man. It's a new whoop. I threw a rock maybe in the motor. Oh, well, there you go. There's the problem. You got to get the rock out of the motor, or just replace the motor. Probably just replace the motor is easier. 3.67, 2 minutes and 10 seconds of runtime. So, yeah, these 320s seem okay, but they don't seem to be any like the 280s replaced the 260s, and they're way better than the 260s. These 320s replaced the 300s, and they don't really seem to be much better, if any. Still great batteries, nothing wrong with them, but just sort of, middle of the road kind of performance. WeBleed old school 40C 300 mAh battery. In fairness, these have been cycled way more than these other batteries. These new WeBleeds and those Lava V2s have all been cycled only like between 3 and maybe 6 times. These have been cycled probably 20 plus times. So a little bit of a disadvantage here, but we're more interested in the Lava V2 versus these new 340s, if we're going to be honest here. It again thinks it's... Alright, I need to fix that. That's a bit... It's super annoying. If you ever have that, if you ever plug in a fully charged battery and it says that the battery is dead, more than likely the problem is that The flight controller is thinking that the battery is, in this case, this 1S battery is a 2S battery. So you just need to up the maximum voltage limit. Betaflight is not set up for high volt batteries per se. And so all you need to do is go into the power tab and turn up the power. No, I'm just kidding. What the fuck? Oh, for God's sakes. I gotta use the new configurator. For heaven's sakes. You gonna open up Chrome or what? There we go. So here we go, and you come into the power and battery tab, and then right up here, the maximum cell voltage, this needs to go to either 4.4 or 4.5. I'm going to do 4.45. See if it'll let me do that. Save. Yeah, 4.3 is too low. A high volt battery will get charged to 4.35. So 4.45 or 4.4 or 4.5 is what you want. That's all. No big deal. Fuck out of here, Chrome. Nobody likes you. All right. WeBleed battery RPM test first. I got rabies. I can't do it. What's happening? Okay. Calibrate that accelerometer. And let's do this. There we go. All right. Full throttle test. Holy hell, 64,771. 64,771. So that's on par with the 320 mAh Lava V2. The Lava V2 320 did 64,083 and 63,312. We just hit a new high, though, 64,771. So, like I said, nothing wrong with these old school WeBleed batteries. They've been good to me. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. He let me live. Let's go upstairs. Oh my God. Oh, I hope I didn't hurt it. Looks okay. Oh my God, the fan ate me! Oh, I'm supposed to be dialing in my left-handed orbits. Sorry, right-handed orbits. This is really hard on the battery. That fan is moving really fast. Oh my God! Oh my God! I actually really do wish that we could turn that fan down a little bit. I wish the lowest power setting was a little bit lower. Woo! Just pushed it into that. Oh my God! It went through one but not the other. That's so rare. Oh my God! I couldn't decide middle or top, so I hit in between. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Oh my God, that was so smooth! And then there's that. Oh! Oh! Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, come on! Oh no, I threw a prop. I can hear it. It's going. Denzel says, why do you have nonstop ads on your browser homepage? You can change that and not subject yourself to the nonstop advertising vomit. Show background images. No. Good call. Just like that. Teddy, where's the propeller? I need you to find the propeller for me. Ooh, it blew up. It blew up. Oh my god, it blew up into 3 pieces. I've never seen that before. Yo, congratulations. I don't know where the 3rd piece is, but damn. That's for real right there. Ooh, I got another one sitting right here. Beautiful. I don't have to unplug it and lose our runtime. Oh shit, this one has not been drilled out though. I can feel it. Hold on. I'll just drill this out real quick. Oh god. Shit. Come on, don't get too hot, you little devil. Don't get too hot. Just chill. Just be cool. Everybody be cool. Okay, here we go. Here's the prop. And we're just going to drill it out with the quickness. There we go. A couple quick passes. And now... oh, way better. Way better. Okay, let's fly the rest of this battery. Again, this is the old school WeBleed Black 40C. Great. So happy for that. Instantaneous crash. Okay. It flew totally fine. That was super strange. Wow, I can't do anything right now. Perfect. Low battery. So, 2 minutes and 12. Battery voltage is coming back. Let's see how far it gets. Wow, I am struggling to fly worth a damn. 2 minutes 12, battery bouncing back to 366. Let's do another one of these WeBleed Blacks. And full throttle test first. There we go. 63,550. All right. 63,550. So very, very similar to the Lava 320s. Just a little tiny bit more, but it's within the noise. There's not a significant enough difference there. This thing's starting to get a little bit beat up. Oh my god. Sometimes I like to just leave it pointed at the ceiling. It's pretty cool looking, but then I don't know where I am. Help, I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Oh, chickened out letting it drop in there. So you can also do these corked over like this. If you keep corking it over like that, it actually turns into a trippy spin. Oh my god. And then anyone watching your footage vomits. Ah, I tried that cool backflip out of the tunnel and then fly backwards through the... God damn! Move. Great. Ooh, a dog butt! Ah, a nice controlled one. Okay. Okay. Can we get it together here? I'm definitely starting to dial it in. Oh! Yo! The trajectory was perfect. The throw was perfect. Oh, yo! Okay, I'm starting to hit a couple things here and there. You could actually hear the PID loop working its way through the prop wash just now. I don't know why I didn't keep flying it just now. I just like gave up. It looked like it might crash, and I just gave up and watched the ground hit me in the face. Can you please take off? Stop doing this. It does this shit where it won't spin after... After turtle mode, it won't spin the motors in the right direction, but it'll just be like one of them. You gotta be slower. I'm going too quick out of turtle mode into flying it. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. Battery's bouncing back to 364. It'll probably hit 365. This is more what I would expect from one of these 300 mAh batteries. So yeah, old school WeBleed 300s. Nothing wrong with these at all. But now we've got the new WeBleed 340 mAh cells, and we're going to fly at least 3 of these, maybe 4. So here we go. RPM test first. Calibrate the accelerometer, you bastard. Here we go. 60,537. So a little bit lower. 60,537. With the C rating being 30 instead of 40, that tracks. Let's see what kind of runtime we get. Skinny legs. Do a little bit of upstairsing. I mean, these have plenty of power. I can't really tell the difference if I'm totally honest. Oh my God, please no. Between any of these batteries other than the 280s. The 280s feel like little jet packs because they're so much lighter. All right, that's about 30 seconds to a minute of upstairsing. He out. He's out. He flipped right over, though. He was like, oh, is it time? Look at that fluff, yo. That fluff is going on Monday, buddy boy. You wouldn't let me brush you, and now you're all matted. You did this to yourself, my little fuzzy friend. Oh, we got it. We got through there. Okay. Oh, we're just reacting now. Oh. No, no, no. Oh. Feel the flow. Feel the rhythm. Oh, I forgot to... I don't know. That was just... I don't know what I just did. That was bad. Nope. Not lined up. Not lined up. Not lined up. Oh, newbie drone gate is just getting made an example of today. Fly a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Don't you do it. Yes. He chased. Little dog, little dog. I love this little dog. 3.65, 366, 367 coming 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Good runtime. 367. But we saw that slightly lower RPM. Let's try another one. Let's run another RPM test first. Deedly boopy dee, pop beep, bodly boodly, pop boop. Hey, all right, let's see. Hey, there we go. 62,825. 62,825. Now we're coming up. So, as a reminder, the other two hot batteries did 64, 63, 64, 63, and now we've got 60, 62. So, it's doing pretty well. A little bit down, but doing well. I buzzed him. I buzzed the teddy tower. Ooh, almost got him. Didn't mean to. Oh, he's pissed. Look at him. Look at him. He's pissed. That's the face of a pissed off dog right there. He's pissed. He's like, you almost hit me. He did a little shake. Let's go upstairs. Oh, that throw. Oh, followed by a bath in hair. This thing is going to be covered in hair now. I want to try to do it below. Just ever so slightly below. Yeah, like that. Oh my god, it was stuck to the underside for a second there. Oh my god. It's just so difficult to do right-handed orbits. Jesus. Oh, that was delightful. Oh my god, right into the fucking main beam of the house. Oh, I didn't quite throw it enough. No. Wow, I did that really off kilter in a weird way. Oh my god. Please no. Hey! I'll take it. Oh. Ah, that goddamn dropping it down into this cube has become like the most difficult thing ever. I don't understand why it always hits the side of the fucking thing. Like, okay, maybe not always, but it feels like always. Oh no! Oh, it hit the symbol, but like didn't move at all. That was crazy. Oh my god. Did I really clip it like that? Oh, that would have been cool, but it wasn't. Just trying to get it down to 3.5. There we go. 2 minutes and 30 something. Okay. Stop just randomly bumping into the couch, for Christ's sakes. 6.34, 3.65, 3.66, 3.67, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It sure seems like we're getting a little bit more runtime out of these. Let's do one more. We're gonna do one more. So it feels like the Lava V2 320 is not actually 320 mAh. It's 300 mAh. And then these 340s, but they don't sag very much and they provide really good power like the old black WeBleed 40C 300s. And so if you want as much power as possible, old school black WeBleeds, Lava V2 320s. Probably NX69s as well. If you want a little bit more runtime, these 340s. Let's do a full throttle test though. Another full throttle test, I should say. Holy shit. So this one came right off the charger, and that says 65,000. So that's the highest that we've seen, but it's a little bit unfair because it came right off the charger. The other ones had been off the charger for, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Nathan Wells says Newbie Drone has a lot more runtime. Why? Because it's making less power. The RPM on the Newbie Drone rig was 58,000 and then 60,000. We are seeing on this build 62,000, 63,000, now 65,000. So this rig is just making more power on these 40,000 kV WeBleed motors. I didn't think the Newbie Drone rig was making that much more runtime, was it? I didn't write the runtimes down. These feel great, man. There's no complaints about, to be honest, no complaints about any of these batteries. But these are good. Getting it. I'm getting a little bit better every time. Consistent practice, friends. Oh, fucker. 6 batteries a day, goddammit. I think it's in the title of the live stream. Ah! Come on. Oh! No, no, no. Oh, yo! Oh my god, I can't believe I got it through there. Shut up and fly. Oh, come on! I mean, I can't ever fly more than 20 seconds without crashing, so that was about as good as it's gonna get. Come on, I can't believe I chickened out. I think it would have been lined up properly. Oh my god, it hit the ceiling and still went through. Ooh, boy. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's what I crashed doing. Okay. No, you sloppy motherfucker, you. You know not to do that. Two minutes and 35. Battery's bouncing back to 6.4, probably 6.6 if we give it enough time. There we go. There's 6.6. So, 2 minutes and 35. 65,000 RPM, though. That's wild. WeBleed 340 mAh batteries. Little bit... Maybe not less power. Let's do one more full throttle test with another one of these batteries fresh off the charger, just to kind of see. I'm not going to fly this whole battery because it's we're coming up on 12 here, but I just want to do a quick RPM test with this just to see what another one of these batteries does. All right, there we go. Let's see. Another 65. Okay, so it's unfair to pull the battery off the charger is what I can say. The two 340s that that had been off the charger for 10-15 minutes and the voltage had settled on, they did 60,000 and 62,000, which is a little tiny bit less than the higher C rating old school black 300 mAh WeBleed and the 320 mAh Lava V2s. That would make sense. It would make sense that this lower C-rated battery would make a little bit less RPM. Still made more RPM, though, than we saw from the little 280s, but it's not as light. So, yeah, if you want to split hairs, and we are splitting hairs here, any of these batteries are absolutely awesome. The 280s are the most interesting, in my opinion, because they're so much lighter and they fly great and they don't sag, and like it's a great fun time flying them. The rest of these batteries are somewhat interchangeable, but these 340s do seem to give another 20-25 seconds of runtime. And they still have really good power. And that's pretty cool. So if you want a little bit more runtime, ever so slightly less power, but still plenty of power, there you go. Great job, WeBleed. Thank you for making a 340 mAh battery. That's the kind of thing that we do need. Maybe we can get a 360, a 380 next, maybe, that's a little bit longer. We can have batteries that are a little tiny bit longer. There's just enough space in the front of these frames, I think, where we can have the battery be a little tiny bit longer, right? I mean, we're pretty close to being at the limit, though. Yeah, I guess not, because if this battery slides forward a little bit, now it's pretty much even. And we already have issues with these batteries hitting. So yeah, I guess not. But hey, we've got a 340. This seems to be the longest running, the longest runtime battery you can get before you go up to the jousting battery, and you can't really crash anymore. So that's very cool. That is very, very cool that we have this as an option now. WeBleed, killing it as usual. They really do listen and make stuff that makes a lot of sense. Look at this fully blown up tri-blade HQ Ultralight. That's an accomplishment right there. I've never seen it throw all three blades like that individually. That's pretty cool. Ola with the last comment of the I'm just dumping into the live stream the list of live stream chat, rather, the list of RPMs. Ola with the last comment of the live stream with $50 super chat, not $50, 50 sec super chat. Thank you, Ola. Flylens 8504 light, swapped camera to 04 wide. It's slidey now. Worth trying 3D props, or will it make things worse? 04 light, and then you went to 04 wide. So I'm assuming that you went with the big giant 04 wide angle camera, which is heavier than the regular 04 light camera. So now you've got more weight on board, and so when you turn, it's got more weight. It's going to slide for longer before it digs in and goes where you want it. So yeah, if you're on bi-blades, tri-blades are going to definitely make a difference, and they're going to make it better, right? Like when you, if you turn completely flat, it's not going to make much of a difference, but you usually don't. You usually will lean a little bit into the turn. And so when that happens, if you just literally look, you can see all three of those blades. So as you're turning and it's sliding sideways, there is one additional blade of stuff to stop that air. And so tri-blades will absolutely help with that slidiness, as they do. That's why I actually like the tri-blades around here, because they give it that little bit of extra more grip. And with how busy this basement is, it helps quite a bit. So yeah, man, absolutely, you're right on target. Do those tri-blades; it'll make it a little bit better. See if you like it. You might not like it with the tri-blades, because that's probably a rig that you're flying outside, and outside I tend to like the bi-blades for the efficiency, and it just kind of feels good for it to be slidey. But it depends on what you're doing with that. You know, if you want the grip, tri-blades. If you want more runtime, and more slippy slidey, bi-blades. Cool. Thanks for hanging, friends. CiottiFPV.com to support me. It makes a huge difference. It allows me to test stuff and build stuff and show you guys Teddy and all that fun nonsense. Let's keep hanging out through the impending apocalypse. For Christ's sake. Be good, for Christ's sakes. Be good, friends. I'll see you guys on Friday, and then I'm going to Sloss Drone Derby on Saturday to break all my shit. Love you. Bye. Here's some more flying in the front of the house. I flew some of the new 2-inch props so that I can make the 2-inch baby turtle edit. Not baby turtle. Max Frames M2. It's over there but it's the little open prop 2-inch guy that's on analog. So I've now tested all of the realistic 2-inch tri-blade propellers for it. And I've got the first 4 batteries in a timeline in Premiere already. So coming soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll get that edited up tomorrow.
All right, we're testing
Be good, people. I'll see you Friday or in hell, whichever comes first.
Yeah. Out in the yard where the grass grows wild, CiottiFPV's goggles locked, grinning like a child. Teddy Spaghetti's fur flies and jet wash dreams, yeah. Chasing small whoops like a dog possessed fiend. Eyes on a neon blur, hard in the chase. Bit fuzz and prop spin all tangled in place, yeah. Four-legged rebel with a rotor stir tail in the circus of the sky. They never fail. CiottiFPV, Teddy Spaghetti, dynamic duo kings, barking at the breeze, throttling at top speed. They zooming through hoops, flipping in style. That schnauzer's got throttle and a toothy smile. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shotty's on sticks, Teddy's on paws. Side by side, legends breaking all the laws. Through the kitchen, over couch scale terrain. Backyard mayhem in their flight domain. No ground too sacred, no loop too tight. Fuzz, fuel, fury ignites the night. When pilot and pup lock eyes on the prize, every whoop they conquer is a fresh cut surprise. Yeah, yo, Shotty behind the sticks, Teddy's leading the pack. Prop guard missiles unleashed, never looking back. No leash, no map, just freestyle mic. They on the dog drone streets every day and night. Said whoops, hitting low, gotta nail the dive, Teddy. Push throttle up, feel the beast come alive. I see the neon arc, got the sticks locked in, Teddy. Yeah, let's rip this loop, ride the roar of the wind, Teddy. Yep, yeah. CiottiFPV, Teddy Spaghetti, coming at duo kings, barking at the breeze, throttling at top speed. Zooming through hoops, flipping in style. That schnauzer's got throttle and a toothy smile. Teddy Spaghetti, and duo kings, barking at the breeze, throttling at top speed. Zooming through hoops, flipping in style. That schnauzer's got throttle and a toothy smile. Yeah, when you hear that bar cut the rotor hum, you know Ciotti and Teddy's mission's just begun. FPV's fur-faced legends, legends singing loud. Yeah, Teddy Spaghetti and CiottiFPV always proud.